He is an android and was a creation of the evil genius Dr. T.O. Morrow. He can manipulate wind, has enhanced senses, superhuman strength, and durability. He is known as the Red Tornado. I am the Markman, and today we're going to unbox and review McFarlane's Multiverse figure of the Red Tornado. So are you ready? Then welcome to the Markverse. Red Tornado is one of those DC characters I am fascinated about, maybe because I like how he was designed. And there is this sense of mystery about what is inside his mind since he is an android, like what we saw in Young Justice TV series. Initially, he was a female character named Ma Hunkel. She was not an android but a real person. Then after a decade, he was part villain known as Ulton. Then he evolved as many DC characters do. Through the years, major parts of his design were retained or were at least very close to it. Looking at his design now, I cannot see the specific version of Red Tornado where McFarlane based this character. It says in the box, DC Classic, but the picture I think is not a classic version. Regardless, this figure is not a classic version as well. But the good thing is most of his comic design are present in this figure. The only thing I see that is non-existent in all kinds of design is this part with a thread. This is used to attach the cape to his body. And maybe this buckle as well. Aside from that, everything is good. Let's now take a closer look. The face sculpting of this is very good. All parts of it. His signature downward arrow on his head doesn't have any paint issues. Now, I just realized that after holding Red Arrow up close, that Aang, the avatar, also has an arrow tattoo on his head. See? And both are aerokinesis. How did I miss this before? I'm a big fan of DC obviously and also the Last Airbender animated series, but I missed this. Anyway, I'm glad that now I have noticed this. The dominant color is obviously red and their chosen shade is correct. I also like how the color red is shining, including the gold parts. However, I notice these wrinkles on his chest. So this is Red Tornado's logo. These are not his chest linings. So I don't know what they are because as far as I know, the red part is already his skin. Maybe I'm wrong, but it affected the aesthetics of his logo. Then his cape. So it's bendable. Though it does not have symmetry on both sides, it still looks good. Cause I hate it when McFarlane creates a cape that leans too much on one side like that of Eradicator, sorry. I really hate the cape of this figure. So aside from that, I also like the color finishing of the blue as well. The body symmetry is perfect. I cannot see any paint imperfection. So aesthetically, this is an awesome figure. For the articulation, starting with the head, up, down. So we have full motion. The arms, lateral raise, forward, back. The cape is restricting its movement. Then we have bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and full wrist motion. And for the diaphragm, the upper torso, we can crunch it forward, back, and side to side. We have waist movement, then the legs, sideways, forward, back, double jointed knee, and full ankle motion. It also has toe swivel. So Red Tornado has a very good articulation. Let's now check his accessories. We have the usual base, then the trading card. So as you can see, it has the same design as on the backs. And this is the back. He has a pair of alternate hands. So these are open palm. And this tornado effect, which is the very same accessory of Cyclone from the Black Adam movie figures. Except it's color red. But it's really the same. Same sculpting. Even the inside part of Cyclones is the same. As you can see, we have a peg because we can put Red Tornado inside. So that's it. For his measurement, he stands 7 inches. Then the comparison, we have of course Cyclone. Let's put both their effects. Then Aqualad, Mr. Freeze, and Brainiac. Then my red figures, Red Arrow, Red Robin, and the Red Lantern Atrocitus. Then my color red figures, the Flash Wally West, Deadman, and another Tim Drake figure, the Robin. I really just want to do this. Hasbro's Vision, C-3PO and R2-D2, and McFarlane's Cyborg. That's the comparison. Red Tornado is one of those characters I wanted in my collection because first, I don't have any of his figures yet. And second, as I said earlier, I am fascinated with him. And I'm also familiar with him since I was a kid. His aesthetic is awesome and his articulation is better than other McFarlane figures. I just wish that the tornado effect could be at this waist level as we always see his tornado surrounding his body that way. Overall, I like this figure. Another great addition to my Justice League collection. So, if you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up button, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to push that notification button since I publish new videos every week. Again, I am the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse, and always remember to pay it forward with kindness.